Welcome to Emirates News, broadcasting from Dubai. Your business and sport are on the way, but first, the headlines.
Tonight at 8, I share with you all the details about a brutal hit and run that took place right here at Union Square West. And wait till you find out how NYPD caught the culprit. Graffiti, vandalism, and break-ins. The Center City area in Philadelphia has seen a rise in criminal activities. Catch me at 5 when we'll bring you a story about how the Neighborhood Watch has stopped relying on police officers and have now taken matters in their own hands. New York City's school zone speed cameras are all set to be operational from this Wednesday, just in time for the reopening of the public schools. Now, the much-heralded program was brought in effect earlier today by Mayor Blasio, which basically allows the city to once again slap $50 fines at drivers caught on camera speeding near schools at more than 10 miles per hour above the speed limit. Hey Rachel, I'm standing right in front of the place in question, which is in the center of Chinatown, where NYPD today made some of their many arrests in connection with Operation Ripple. Now, earlier today, NYPD also told me they worked with multiple law enforcement agencies all the way from Boston to Cleveland, with many of the officers posing as women online to catch these predators. John, the press conference happened right behind me at the 23rd Precinct, and the officers are saying it's definitely worrying time for people living in the neighborhood and the whole of Manhattan. But they've reassured the public that extra officers have been deployed to catch Pamela's killer. They've shared with us that they've carried out an autopsy, but they haven't revealed how she died. All they're saying is that a brutal and a vicious attack was carried out on a very quiet lady that lived by herself alone just outside of Hell's Kitchen. They're also saying that even though they found the body on Friday, they're saying the murder could have easily been carried out as early as Tuesday, making it almost a week ago.
Deira's Al Murakabat, the bustling trading port of Dubai, crowded with multi-ethnicities, shopping centers, and home to some mean shawarma joints.
But now you can even add one of the safest neighborhoods in the city thanks to the boys in green and their high-tech toys that look like this. And this.
I am Dubai Police robot.
And even like this.
They are artificial intelligence cameras installed by Dubai Police as part of their Smart Zone project that will make bad guys run away like Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest, run!
These are state-of-art artificial intelligence cameras that can capture human face and even car number plates.
The cameras are directly linked to the specialized operations room at Al Murakabat police station.
The cameras work 24 hours live, transmitted in the operation room in the police station. They work on three alarm systems. First, if a wanted person is seen. Second, if a person has visited a place more than 5 times within 10 minutes. Third, if a person has a mask or his face features are not clear enough.
Officials say more than 100 criminals have been arrested since the beginning of this year thanks to their Smart Zone project, which has significantly lowered the crime rate in the friendly neighborhood of Al Murakabat.
These cameras have helped a lot to drop the crime rate in the area. In the last 6 months, we have arrested 441 suspects through these cameras, and 109 were wanted in criminal activities.
Officer Hamid explained that the reason for selecting the jurisdiction area for the pilot program is because Al Murakabat happens to be a commercial hub and also home to the city's highest crime rate.
So there you go, Dubai Police is putting artificial intelligence systems and all other kind of cool tech to good use to enhance the safety and security of Dubai, which by the way is already known as one of the safest cities in the world. Plus, with all the innovation taking place within the law enforcement department, Dubai Police is all set to become one of the best police agencies in the world, right from fighting modern crime to even charging your cell phones. Thank you, Officer Mobile Charging. Faraz Javed, Emirates News. Police have identified the women whose bodies were found washed up alongside the Hudson River last Wednesday as sisters from Saudi Arabia. The bodies of 22-year-old Rotana Faria and 16-year-old Layla Faria were identified by their mother. NYPD say they're waiting for the results of the autopsy before they can determine if the case is going to be investigated as a homicide. Bill, I'm standing in Logan Square right now, and to be more precise, between 7th and 8th Avenue on the 29th Street. And you can see right behind me is the Edison Park Fest, which has been shut down by the city to bring up a residential building. Now, for some, it's great news, but for many, it's turning out to be a headache because when this was open, it used to be home to 200 vehicles. And now the community has to find parking as far away as Lakeview. It's been a state of chaos right here in Chinatown, with more than 20 people affected by toxic gas leak that came from a city building that's been under renovation for more than 2 weeks. Now, authorities are still investigating the root cause of the problem, and they'll have more details to share with us in the 6 o'clock briefing. But in the meantime, NYPD officials have informed me that the injured have been transported to Beth Israel Medical Center, and they are in stable condition. 18 more names were added to the FDNY World Trade Center Memorial Wall today, honoring firefighters who lost their lives from September 11th related illnesses. Now, out of the 18, 9 were from Ladder 24, which you can see right behind me. But what's even more tragic is the news that I'm about to share with you. Just moments ago, during a press conference, FDNY revealed that they expect the number of deaths from September 11th related illnesses to surpass the number of deaths from the attack itself.
Sometimes there's nothing better than a
Classic chocolate bar. And just like every other chocolate fan, it's safe to say we have a love-hate relationship. But here's the thing, this bond is about to get even more complicated.
Move over milk, dark and white. There's a new chocolate on the block, and it's set to tickle chocolate lovers pink.
Wow, very nice.
It's really fruity.
It's quite fruity, citrusy. Wow, that tastes so good.
It's really good.
Ruby RB1 is the first chocolate to be discovered in over 80 years, and now we have the chance to taste the highly anticipated treat right here in Dubai.
So we are really proud to announce that the fourth chocolate is arriving in the Middle East, and it's really a breakthrough in the chocolate world.
The only distributor to offer the pink chocolate here in the UAE says that an oversight by chocolate creators almost meant the world missed out on experiencing it altogether.
It happened by accident, okay? So our experts discovered that some special precursor was inside the cocoa bean, and then it took us over a decade to really perfect it and understand how we can make sure that we will bring this flavor and this color in the final recipe of the chocolate.
Featuring a distinctively pink tinge with 47% cocoa, the chocolate has a unique fruity taste unlike any of its chocolate relatives. But Ruby Maker says it's just one of those things you need to try for yourself.
Ruby RB1 offers a really ruby sparkling color, and it has an intense fruitiness with fresh and sour notes. But the best thing I recommend is test it by yourself. Ruby RB1 will be available for professionals thanks to our partner EMF. And then for consumers, Ruby chocolate will be available in 2 locations in Dubai Mall and in 1 outlet in Emirates Palace starting this weekend.
So how exactly is this chocolate processed differently from the rest of the cocoa gang, and why is it truly a unique find? In search of answers, I put on my cowboy Willy Wonka hat and headed over to the Chocolate Academy.
A part of it is developed by our R&D since more than 10 years, and a part of it is a secret, so I cannot tell all. But the beans are selected in a special way. They have some precursors inside, and they can have a potential of giving this ruby chocolate. So it's the first thing is the selection of the ruby bean.
In terms of its use, Chef Philip says that consumers and professionals can go crazy with it.
Chocolate lovers and chefs like myself can go really crazy with these products. We have tried many products already, and we have created lots of chocolates, lots of bonbons. I was quite surprised at the beginning of the products, and more I work with it, more I found opportunities, pairing of tastes, way of presenting it which is totally different. The color is an opportunity, the taste is totally new. So really the potential is huge.
Ruby RB1 will no doubt prove popular with chocolate fans. All the producers are going to have a tough challenge ahead if they hope to replace the established favorites. It's also likely that imitations are going to hit the shelves, potentially rendering the invention a passing novelty to all
but true chocolate connoisseurs. For now, if you want to try some, then head over to Dubai Mall or Emirates Palace for a true taste of pink. Oh wow, these are so good. At 8:08 this morning, the UAE launched its first 100% Emirati-built satellite, CalifaSat, into orbit through Japan's Tanegashima Space Center. It was launched on board a Mitsubishi H-2A rocket, and since then it has separated from the launch rocket and opened up its solar panels that will power it. Tonight, CalifaSat will start its first night in operation many miles above us. Experts are calling it as one of the most technologically advanced satellites orbiting space now. The UAE ambassador to the U.S., Yusuf Al-Otheba, has met with Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner to discuss the impact of Hurricane Harvey. Last year, the UAE government announced a $10 million grant to support rebuilding efforts in Texas after Hurricane Harvey devastated the state with torrential rain and historic flooding. Today, the Ramsar Convention's list of wetlands includes more than 2,300 locations in 170 countries, of which 7 Ramsar sites are here in the UAE. Now, experts say the city provides an excellent backdrop to host this well-needed meeting.
They normally would open up at 6 o'clock and Lolitos would be packed with people ready to have their breakfast. But instead today, they're packed with police officers as they're investigating a murder and quite possibly a drug deal that's gone bad. So if you thought the days of paperback and hardcover books were over, well, guess again. Barnes & Noble is coming back stronger than ever with a much more punchier blurb. How are they doing it? It's simple. They're going back to their roots by reintroducing workshops, seminars, and even reading classes for children and adult readers. Will the strategy work? Time will tell.